Today, we're taking a look at why your hands are better than robots and some robots that are catching up fast. If you enjoy optimistic science and text stories, please support us. But for now, let's get to those hands. The beauty of embodied AI is that once a robot learns something, it remembers it. This makes them efficient. For example, with the right sensors, robots can be taught to detect flaws in bridges, power lines, or airplane wings and guide themselves to areas requiring repair. The idea is to allow the robot to see and feel damage rather than relying on humans to specify where to look, says Du. Robots armed with this capability could prove invaluable in assessing hard-to-reach structures. Du and his team have developed a soft robotic gripper inspired by the gecko. Equipped with sensors, it can measure the extent of cracks in a concrete structure, sending the data wirelessly to a hub for analysis. The plan is to attach such grippers to drones, which could then scour large infrastructure projects for faults. At present, they are attached to arms that snake around a structure, but eventually Du hopes to see them fitted to bird's-eye view drones. It is clear that we are far away from achieving true dexterity, but things are improving all the time. Soft robotics may offer an important breakthrough. Rather than being built from metal, soft robotic components are made from polymers or textiles, offering more flexibility, resilience, and safety. Because they lack rigid bones, soft robots bend and flex in ways more akin to our squishy bodies than to traditional machines. The goal is not to replace human workers, but to augment human capabilities, says Cecilia Lasky, director of the Biorobotics Institute at the Sant'Anna School of Advanced Studies in Pisa, Italy. We want to build symbiotic relationships between people and robots where the robot does what the person cannot do and vice versa. One of the most impressive recent advances in soft robotics has been a hand-like gripper developed by the Korean Institute of Ocean Science and Technology. Its four-finger design mimics the human hand and can perform a variety of delicate tasks, including picking up and moving small objects with precision. Another great example of a dexterous robot comes from scientists at the Max Planck Institute for Intelligent Systems in Stuttgart, Germany. Their creation is not a hand, but a modular multi-fingered gripper that can mimic a range of grips used by the human hand, including a precision grip for holding small items and a power grip for larger objects. Perhaps even more impressive is that it can also learn new grips simply by observing them. So there are plenty of incredible feats being performed by robots, yet none of them have quite achieved the sheer dexterity and complexity of the human hand. As mentioned earlier, our hands feature over 30 individual muscles and 27 joints, each of which must work in harmony to enable the full range of motion. It's this level of intricacy that allows us to perform seemingly simple tasks with ease. Take drinking from a cup, for instance. It requires a delicate balance of muscular control to coordinate the lips, tongue, hand, and arm to achieve this everyday activity. Moreover, our hands are capable of grasping and manipulating objects of vastly different sizes and textures. We can hold a tiny screw or a massive watermelon with equal ease. These feats of dexterity are all the more remarkable when you consider that our hands are not particularly strong. In fact, if you were to compare them to the powerful limbs of a gorilla or an octopus, they would pale in comparison. Yet, we are able to lift heavy loads by leveraging our hands' unique abilities to distribute weight and leverage our entire body's strength. Despite the marvels of human hands, we've managed to replicate some of their functions in machines. Let's take a look at the technology behind one of the closest competitors. The humanoid robot named Amica, created by Engineered Arts, a British tech firm, Amica represents the epitome of the company's achievements. Measuring 173 centimeters tall and weighing 60 kilograms, Amica resembles a lifelike humanoid with human-like facial expressions. However, it is in its hands that Engineered Arts has truly outdone itself. Each hand is equipped with 488 sensors that can map the shape of an object placed within them. This level of sensitivity enables Amika to discern the size, texture, and weight of an object through touch alone. Furthermore, the robot's hands possess 24 degrees of freedom, allowing them to execute lifelike movements such as flexing the fingers, rotating the wrist, and even gripping delicate objects with finesse. Engineered Arts has ingeniously designed Amika's hands to resemble human hands, complete with fingernails and skin-like texture. The result is a robot whose hands appear strikingly realistic, capable of performing tasks such as opening a jar with minimal human intervention. 625. Can robots ever compete with human hands? Sarah DeLagarde is standing on the edge of a large quarry in Hertfordshire, north of London. It's not somewhere she expected to find herself after the traumatic accident that nearly took her life. But here she is, testing her brand new state-of-the-art prosthetic arm from Ottobock, a German medical devices company. This time, it's a purely cosmetic upgrade. Her underlying bionic limb has already been doing a fantastic job of anticipating and refining her movements. But she's allowed to swap out the covering to suit her mood. "I love the fact that it looks very natural," she says. "When it's closed, you can't tell. When I'm tired and my hand is swollen, I can't wear this one because it's a silicone cover. But there's a magnetic cover I can put on instead. Life with her prosthetic arm is pretty good." Some days she forgets she's wearing it, and some days she has phantom sensations. If I am lying in bed at night and I think about putting my hand up to stroke someone's hair, the hairs on the back of my neck stand up. My brain's trying to send signals down the nerve pathway that isn't there anymore. Robotic hands are unlikely to ever completely replace our own. Our nervous system is infinitely more complex. You don't need to worry about running out of juice. And we can do so many things that robots can't even dream of. But if advances in AI continue, there will be more and more things that robots can do that we can't. So who knows, maybe one day robots will surpass human hands in their dexterity and will be able to perform even more complex tasks than we can. What do you think? Will robots ever catch up to human hands in terms of dexterity? Let us know in the comments. Thank you for watching this episode. Subscribe to our channel to be notified about future episodes. If you enjoyed this episode, please support us.